Cool. We got Logan from, where are you from?
Well, just moved away from CrossFit Mayhem, now CrossFit 970, Colorado.
Colorado. Okay.
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Colorado. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
tell me about how you got into CrossFit.
So back in 2009, I was 8 years old. My dad started doing CrossFit because he was a little overweight and needed something to mix up his, he was working out.
You were 8.
I was 8, yeah. I was born in 01, do the math.
There you
but
go.
he needed to mix it up, right? Because he was working out, but he was still putting on weight. So he found CrossFit. He loved it. I would drop in on fall, winter, and spring break, and then some summer break. I was allowed to kind of work out with the class. Just super lightweight, if any weight, do banded thrusters instead of a barbell or something like that.
That's cool.
And I just loved it. And then kind of got away from it a little bit. And my brother was older than me. He started going every day when he was 13. And my dad and I have always been really close. So they were bonding really heavily over because they went to the same class every day. And so I got kind of jealous. And so they put a basement gym. So I'd sneak down there, do workouts on my own. And then finally, when I turned 13, I was like, hey, Dad, I'm allowed to go now. So then that just went headlong into it then. So
That's so cool, man.
yeah, it's been 15 years.
So how's your relationship with your dad now?
Oh, it's great. He's on his way here right now.
Really
so,
cool.
Yeah, he's coached me at the teenage games, every semifinal, every sanctional I went to. So yeah, super close. He owns our gym back home. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you move back to Colorado to be with family, or is that where family?
Yeah, to be with family. Spent three years in Cookeville, and loved it. I have great relationships there, but we got married this summer, and it was it's probably time to.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's probably time to go focus on life, not necessarily get away from CrossFit, but not put CrossFit as the main thing. Still train hard every day, but be back with family. Maybe start having kids soon. But
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah,
Tell me
exciting.
about your life outside of CrossFit, in that regard.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. A lot
There's
of
a lot
life
of it?
outside of
What's
CrossFit.
going on?
Obviously working, right? You don't
Where
hear
you
that
go?
a lot when you're at Mayhem. A lot of those people, their work is CrossFit.
Mm-hmm.
So working, just hanging out, honestly.
What are you doing for work?
I'm in sales.
Okay.
Yeah, typical for people who can talk. But going out with friends, not all the time, but doing stuff with friends. I like to snowboard.
Okay.
I'm born and raised in Colorado. You have to.
Yeah.
Doing
What's your favorite place to go snowboard?
Copper Mountain, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so expensive anymore, no matter where you go. Even if you go there's some spots in Wyoming that are still kind of expensive, and it's this is it's a little expensive. And I like golfing too, so I'm into all the expensive
you're into
stuff.
expensive hobbies,
I need to find knitting or something that's a little cheaper, but that's why I work, right? So I can pay for my hobbies.
Absolutely.
We're starting to get a beer league hockey team together too,
There
so
we
we'll
go.
see how that
There we
goes.
go. That's awesome. What motivates you? What motivates you in CrossFit space, and as you look at this next season of balancing life and marriage and family and all those things, what keeps you sharp?
I've said for a while now that the only reason I compete is because I need somewhere to put the training, because I love training. I enjoy competing, don't get me wrong, but it's training is the thing I really enjoy, because I enjoy seeing the steady improvement over time, seeing yourself get better. So it's if I'm going to train this much every day, it can't be for nothing. I gotta put it out on display somewhere. I gotta have a reason why I'm doing this, and so that's why I've been competing since I was 14. So I'm 9 years deep in the competition side. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, but I enjoy training, so that's
cool.
That's really it.
One of the things we talk about with Desert City is the desert has a meaning, right? And it really. In the Bible, it talks about a desert being a wilderness, a place of barren land, of suffering, of exposure of your purpose and your passions, right? Mm-hmm. How would you encourage somebody, or maybe even how do you remind yourself when you're going through something of tragedy or pain or suffering, to be grounded in going through the desert and making it out on the other side?
Yeah, that ties in pretty close to the recent tragedy, right? I was good friends with Lazar, and for the first 2 weeks, I didn't want to work out. I get to the gym and it's it was just too close to home, and then we did the workout, the Lazar workout as a class, and just feeling this. I've never really felt it before. I don't know, spiritually, something I've never felt in my life before, where just going through the workout, like I didn't feel any pain. It just felt like I was doing it for something else. And so that was a big reason why I wanted to come down here and compete, is it's like I want to feel that again. I want to, because he and I were talking about, before he passed, he was telling me I need to get out on the floor before the end of the year because I had injuries and all that. So I was like, I want to make right by what he was telling me, and I want to go compete again this year, no matter how hurt I feel. Like I want to feel that feeling that I felt that day in the gym again, because it's something that has carried me on, right? Like I've lost a lot of friends, unfortunately, and there's always something that helps you get through it. And then when you get through it, you just kind of grow as a person, and you realize like how precious life is and how precious these cool experiences are, because it is cool. Like even if there's 100 people or 100,000 people watching you, like you're doing something cool that not a lot of people are willing to do. So to continue to push for that.
That's awesome. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for being
you.
here.
Yep.